pictures. You could ride on me just like you ride the elliptical. She said I'm tryna keep it tight for my nigga. Girl, unlike your last nigga, all I need is mental. You know I'll work you out, get you right with your physical.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is me, the HPIC, the Black Rat, and today I'm going to be doing a video. It's basically going to be like a get ready with me or whatever. I'm in my bathroom right now, and right now I only have like one light because I was not fixing to bring them studio lights up in here. It was really hot. And then also one more thing, I know bitch, what the fuck? I know my nails is so raggedy. I'm gonna get it fixed. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna be talking about different topics as I do my makeup, showing you guys what I use, all that extra blase. Let's get started. So the first thing I do is I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost, like really good. It's very moisturized. I don't have a primer or anything like that, but I mostly put it on my dry ears. And lately I've been drinking like a lot of sodas, so my face is like dry. And my eczema is like starting to come back and act up, so I have to like start drinking water. The main area that I mostly get dry in, if I'm like having an eczema flare up or anything on my face, would be like right here in this area. I used to have eczema like on my eyelids. I'm pretty sure if you go back and look at my old videos, you would see like where no, oh gosh, I was not supposed to put moisture on my eyebrows. Now it's gonna be hard for me to put do my eyebrows. Okay, y'all. Sorry, I gotta dry this area like crazy, because once I put moisturizer on my eyebrows, it's a wrap. Like me trying to put on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, it's a wrap. Like it's just oily, it smears, and it's hard for me to do it. I don't know why, but I'm blessed. I have eyebrows. Like out of my family, I have eyebrows. No shade, but shade. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows out. But anyways, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. Bro, you can literally see my frontal tan line. This is crazy. I know it looks crazy right now, but I'll fix it. So basically, what my get ready with me is I love to have like a topic to talk about. I feel like on my channel I want to get more comfortable with talking about certain situations like naturally. So one of the things I think I want parents to know that it's okay to apologize to your children. Parents in general, it's okay to say I'm sorry and I'm wrong. I especially feel this way about the Black community. A lot of times, oh my gosh, I can't talk when I'm doing my eyebrows. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to though. Oh, by the way, I'm using LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Toffee. A lot of times, I feel like we have those parents that you would tell them something and they'll put it off, or you would tell them something but they always gotta be right. It's their way or no way, and if you disagree, you're coming off as disrespectful. I feel like oftentimes we put mental health to the side because it's supposed to be seen as a Caucasian thing or a white thing or a white people thing, which I don't think is true. Mental health can happen with anybody, and I just feel like we need to be more open-minded, especially in our community, about that, to help, you know, with certain situations, because everybody don't want to be serious until a life is taken away, or everybody don't want to take it seriously until your child out here in the street busting guns, you know, or until your child is becoming a trouble child. And that's why I also feel like in the Black community, children become trouble child simply because they can't express or come to you how they feel. Hold on, y'all, let me do my eyebrows because it's kind of hard to talk. Okay, I'm back. Eyebrows done. So basically what I was saying is, sometimes kids don't feel like they can come to their parents or talk to their parents about things, because in certain times, if a parent is going off on a child and a child is trying to defend themselves, or a child or a young adult at that, or a teenager is trying to defend themselves and talk to them in a way for them to understand their viewpoint, I feel like parents often use this excuse, disrespectful, as a way to shut down the child's opinion, just so that way the parent can be right. Don't get me wrong, yes, parents, grandparents, whoever your guardian is that are older than you or your caretaker, they've been on this earth longer than you. But I feel like, yeah, you may be older than me, yeah, you may know some more things than I do, but that still doesn't give you the right to shut me down or diminish me or say I'm a child, because I am your child, if that makes sense. Let me put it in this way. You could be almost 18, or you could even be 18-year-old, if not 18, older, and your parents will still hit you with that, you're my child, you are a child, stay in a child's place. And I think at times you have to, like, parents need to learn that at a certain time their child is going to grow up, and there's going to be certain things that your child understands now. They're going to be a young adult. For you to talk to them still in that way, saying you're a child, you know, listen to me, you're so used to saying that you say that to me even when I'm not a child. Obviously, you say that to me even when I'm not a child, and then that's the only thing you resort to, is because that's all you know how to use to make me be quiet and not say and express how I feel. And I think that's toxic, especially with a parent-child relationship, to not let your child express how they feel and admit when you're wrong. That is a toxic thing to do, because not only are you not admitting that you're wrong, but you're kind of setting your child up for when they go out in the real world. So like, if your child's going out in the real world or whatever, they're so used to being not heard by their own parents, or they're so used to being toned down to the point where in the real world, if somebody told them something, they wouldn't feel obligated, or they couldn't feel like they had enough courage to stand up, because they'd be like, oh, that's probably a disrespectful thing for me to say. When in actuality, it's not a disrespectful thing for you to say. It probably is the appropriate way to say it, but you still want to get your point across. But the thing is, you've been so trained to be like, oh, that's disrespectful, I can't say that, or oh, I'm not gonna get heard anyway, or oh, you know, there's no point in saying it because it's going to be their way no matter what, and you don't even know the outcome. But you've been so trained at home to believe that, you know, your parents is right all the time, when that's not the case, you know. So I feel like that's a toxic thing between a child and a parent, or a teen and a parent, or a young adult and parent, or your just general parent. You can apologize to your children, you really can, because I feel like with a parent and your own child relationship, I feel like it's good to keep things equal. Now, don't get me wrong, when I mean equal, I don't mean that the same way your parents talk to you, you talk back to them. I'm not saying that, because yes, although that's your parent still has a little bit of a higher authority over you, because they probably know better, they probably want what's best for you. But I feel like when it comes to communication with a child, and whenever I say child, I don't mean like an actual child, like I do, but when I say child, I mean either like a kid, a teenager, preteen, young adult. Okay, so I finished blending, and I take my Fit Me in the color, excuse me, number 30, medium deep, loose powder. I use it for my highlighted areas. For my face powder to like blend everything else out, I go in with my Fit Me 632 truffle powder in this shade. Moral of the story is, I feel like it's good to build a communication level with your child, because you're gonna help your child be way more efficient when it comes to the real world. You're gonna help your child have a voice. You're gonna help your child say things that are on their mind. Now, when I mean to parents, this is just not to parents, because that don't mean child that you have the right of way to get disrespectful whenever you want, or say what you want. It depends on how you say it. Literally depending on how you say it, the way you word it, how you mean it. Like, it depends on all of that, because honestly, I could say like, hey, Mom, you're not listening to me. If I say it like, Mom, you're not listening to me, she gonna be like, who you talking to? Who you getting loud with? Who you disrespecting? You see what I'm saying? If I say it like that. But if I say like, Mom, I'm trying to communicate with you and you're not listening to me. This is how I feel. You know, you see how softer that approach was? And yeah, at the end of the day, your mama still might have an attitude with you. She still might be like, you disrespecting me. But like I said, at that point, if you try the approach of talking to your parent in a communicative way, in a nice way, in a way that's understanding, in a way that, you know, helps them give insight to how you're feeling, if you did your part, then no, it's not you, it's them. They're the toxic ones. It's them. That's a toxic thing. I literally feel like parents should apologize to their children when they're wrong, you know? And I feel like that's a good thing to do, especially starting from a young age also. Let's say you got one of them hot-headed parents. Even if your parent is hot-headed, you know, still I suggest you remain calm, because when you remain calm, you could think clearly, you could figure out how to talk to them, because if they turning up and you turning up too, you're not going to think clearly. You're not going to figure out how to communicate with your parent. You're just not. So that's why I say, like, even if they get loud with you, or even if they talk about you being disrespectful, you know, keep your calm, keep your cool. Don't be disrespectful back, because at the end of the day, sometimes parents realize they're wrong and be like, wow, like, I really was out of place for getting that. And it's okay to go to your parents after a certain conversation, be like, hey, like, yeah, I respect you, I don't need to, you know, come off this way. If I came off of this way, this is how I felt about the situation, but the way you handled it to me seemed this way. It's all about communication. And the way we may perceive something is the way our parents may not perceive it. They may perceive it totally different. Same situation, the way our parents may perceive something, we may not perceive it. They may perceive it totally different, and then that's why we don't want to listen. Or that's why they don't want to hear us. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. Oh my gosh, every single time I do my makeup, my nose wanna run. Like, it wanna run and act up. I need to glue this back down. It's acting up. But yeah. I'm going to now move on to highlight. I'll just use the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. It's called Golden Flower Crown. I'm trying to turn so y'all can see it, like see me doing it. Oh my gosh, I do not want my hair to revert. So that's all the topics I basically want to touch on. That's everything. This is my natural, everyday, single makeup look. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. That was it for my Get Ready With Me, my mom's home. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will be back for another video, so make sure y'all tune in for that. And yeah, don't forget to like, because we need to get this video popping, period. Okay? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See y'all later. Bye.